Hi guys, welcome to homestudiosound.com. In this video tutorial I'm going to show you how to create or compose a song using the ReDrum drum computer in Reason 4. ReDrum is a great instrument which allows you to create rhythmic tracks. In other words, you can create rhythm patterns using ReDrum, and then you can use those patterns in various sections of your song, and it's a great piece of instrument. So what you first do when you load up ReDrum, as you see here, is you have to select a particular patch that's available from your folders. So you can see your ReDrum drum kits, and you have so many kits available. And at this moment I've just selected the patch Abstract Kit 10, and I've already opened it up, and you can see it here. So this allows you to basically create from the patch. You have 10 instruments. You can hear each of those instruments, and you can sequence them in these steps here below. So these are the steps. That's 16 steps that's available that you can actually create those patterns that you need, that you want in the song. So I've already taken instrument 6, which sounds like this, and 7, which is going to sound like this. So 6 is more like a bass, and 7 is like a kind of a droplet, a water droplet sound. So I just use these two for an example for this song. So if you see 6, I've selected and I've marked the positions 1, 7, and 13, and basically I've created a 32 step for this. And you can see here for the first 16, it's going to, because you can only see 16 steps at a point, and 16 and 32, just needed to put it down, 32, and you can go up all the way to 64 steps, which is like in increments of 16. So I've created 32 steps for the instrument 6, and 7 is another 32 steps, so it's just only the position 13 that is marked. So let's hear this particular section that's created, and this belongs to pattern 1 and bank A. So and another thing is you can actually create 8 patterns, and there are 4 banks, so which basically allows you to create 32 patterns, and it's a lot, and you can use them all across your song with various patterns to make it a dynamic song. So this is just a two pattern that I'm trying to show as an example. So the first pattern sounds like this. So you can hear the bass sound and the droplet sound coming together. And pattern 2 is nothing but the same 6 and 7 that I've used. Basically it's just a copy of pattern 1 for 6 and 7 instruments. So if you see here, pattern 1, 6 have positions 1, 7, and 13. And if you go to pattern 2, and for the same 6, have the same positions 1, 7, and 13. So it's just like you can keep on increasing your patterns and grow your pattern the same way, and have some more rhythm patterns in between that makes the song more dynamic. So even though 6 and 7 is the same, so I've added another instrument for pattern 2, so which is marked in positions 1, 7, 11, 14, and 16 here. So let me run this piece. So you can see a little bit of difference from the pattern 2 from the instrument 1 here. So yeah, so this is how you create the pattern in ReDrum, and ultimate goal is to use these patterns in various parts of the song, which is what I'm going to show you next. So come to the sequencer here, and all you do is go to the ReDrum part and say create pattern lane. You can either say that, click that here, or click this icon here, which is going to do the same thing. And you can see it created a pattern select area. So now all you're trying to do is create different patterns that you have had it in ReDrum section, and use them in your song. So if you click W, it's going to give you this pencil tool. Remember, it's the W on a Windows machine. I'm using Windows, so I'm just pressing W here. So when you press W, it's going to give this pencil toolkit, and it allows you to draw sections where you want to place these patterns, for example. So let me draw a 8-bar section here. So once you draw, and say you can say Q, which is a keyboard shortcut, to select that particular 8-bar section, and you can see here once you click it, it shows you the length, the clip length, which is a 8-bar right now. So the thing here is to basically select the pattern that you want. So you see here it automatically selected bank A and pattern 1, which is, if I go to the ReDrum section, so bank A, so in this song I just have bank A, pattern 1 and pattern 2. So you're just trying to use these two patterns in the song whenever you wanted to use it. So here I've created a 8-bar of pattern 1 from bank A, and let me go here, let me press W again to get to the pencil tool, and again I'm going to draw another and say Q to select it, 16-bar, and it automatically defaults to A1, but now you can go ahead and select pattern 2. So now you should get the idea that you can basically select the pencil tool and mark the areas in the song in the sequencer to select the pattern that you are interested on, and use those patterns and keep going on. So the more patterns that you add in ReDrum here, so you can seamlessly use those patterns from using this pencil tool and mark them across the song to hear and see the way you want. So let's hear this in the sequencer here. So the moment you hit A2, which is after the 8th bar, you can see the difference. So yeah, and that's a good pattern selection here. And so in order to go past and create a kind of a song or something, I'm just trying to create another instrument here, which is the Maelstrom synthesizer, and we're just going to load a patch, like a pad. I'm going to select something which sounds nice. So let's see. Okay, this sounds good. And I've selected a pad here. So if you come here, so all you can do is in a certain section where you want to record, so you can go ahead and record it. So it's already selected on Maelstrom area, and it's going to record the piece when you want it to record. So yeah, so he just created another section of a pad and a pattern that runs behind from ReDrum Drum Computer. So this is a good way you can arrange the tracks in various forms and from various patterns and use them across in your song. And I believe this should let you kind of create more songs using ReDrum. Thank you.